Hi, I'm Miltonchang of Bonsai Heirloom. I have this little flowering quince bonsai that I made up very quickly in about February, and now it's June. First, of course, as promised, I want to tell you how I resuscitate this tree. As you can see, the tree was dying, all the dried up leaves. It was doing very well. I came out one day and it looks terrible because all of a sudden it just dried out in one hot day. To make this video more educational, in a sense, more germane to learning, I want to tell you how this bonsai was made. And from that, you can extrapolate to what you should pay attention to when you buy a bonsai. And in fact, they're all correlated. And the last thing I want to show you that's a little bit uncorrelated is how beautiful this green lawn is made out of the moss. Using the technique I talk about, spreading the moss around. I did it no more than 2 months ago, and look at how beautiful it is. In a way, I want to tell you how this bonsai is created to show you how you can use material from your garden to make into a bonsai. This was a little bush blooming about like this in a garden. But when you dig it up and when you clean it all up, cut off everything, the middle part is actually quite small to fit into this pot. So I did that probably, I would say, between December and February sometime. I basically cut off everything from this bush and, of course, take out where branches to make it more like bonsai, which is always a kind of a semicircle, in a sense, lower here up front and then taller up here. And so I was very happy because after I put in the pot, using the soil mix I always told you, 1 part perlite, 1 part peat moss, and 1 part sandy loam. And the tree was really happy and it was continued to blossom. And now you can see it's coming back again. The white blossom will be blooming again. This is a wonderful material which is readily found inexpensively mail order on your local nursery. It's a wonderful bonsai material because it has a very long blooming season. And also it will keep green nice, beautiful. Everything was fine. And then one day I came out after a hot spell. You know, there have been several hot spells now and then. All of a sudden, all the leaves were brown. It's like nearly dying. The reason why I figure out is that when you cut back the roots to fit the pot, there are very little fibrous roots. And there's enough roots, fibrous roots and the more solid roots. They are feeding the tree adequately when it's not very hot. But as soon as it gets hot, it just couldn't supply the liquid fast enough to feed the leaves. So they all dried out. So what I did is I put it in a pan of water, which can be anything. In this case, it's just a takeout box, the bottom of a takeout box, to let it soak for a few hours a day, and then take it out to let it dry out. So this way, it always let air go into the roots. That's a fundamental keeping the tree healthy and alive. Really, this is only about like maybe 2 weeks later, it came back and it's starting to bloom again. The point is that when you repot a tree or dig out a tree from the garden, use the soil mix I recommended, which is 1 part sandy loam, 1 part peat moss, 1 part perlite, and that will pretty much, you will find that the tree will just grow wonderfully. And then you can use the method I posted on how to make moss, put moss on your bonsai and to get this beautiful kind of a moss. I think that's pretty much it. If you found this video useful, please like my video. Also subscribe to our channel so that we can notify you of any updates and new video ideas, okay? Thank you.